Our dear Mommy June, we know you are with us. We hope you know how extremely loved you are. Not just by your family, but by anyone who had the zechut of knowing you. To know you was to love you. You left us on Shavuot, and it was exactly from Pesach to Shavuot that you prepared all of us for what was to come. 7 weeks, and you were in Mount Sinai Hospital, Har Sinai. This was not a coincidence. While I don't want the focus of this tribute to be about your illness that you had this past year, we want to say that even in your darkest moments and in your darkest hours, you were a fighter. You cling to life to the very last hour. This was your essence. You were a lover of life and a person who wouldn't give up. We never believed in the superwoman myth, but somehow you managed to do it all in your very short years. You were our super mommy. You were a hard worker and responsible person. You were independent. You enjoyed the simple things, not the big, fancy, and luxurious. You were an exemplary wife, mother, and nonna. You were everybody's best friend. You were the realest and most genuine person we ever knew. And you were extremely well-rounded and smart. You always managed to make us laugh with your witty sense of humor. We're going to miss your beautiful and radiant smile and your infectious laugh. While you took life seriously, you never took yourself too seriously. You enjoyed your life. Thank you for teaching us what it means to be a Jew. It's not only about the way we dress or the way we look, but it's about the good we do in the world. You always taught us to be kind to everyone, no matter who they are and where they came from. You were the queen of that. You taught us that to be a Jew is to have an open home and to be hospitable to guests, not just to friends and family, but to the widow and to the stranger, to the poor and to the needy, and to anyone who needed a meal. You were a true Eshet Chaya. You taught us that to be a Jew is to visit the sick. Bikur Cholim was one of your greatest mitzvot. You visited all types of friends and strangers who needed a smile on their face, and you did it quietly, without the fanfare. During this week, many people told us that you visited them when no one else would, and you never treated people like they were sick. You treated people for what they were on the inside. And you even visited and comforted people while you were sick yourself. You were truly one of a kind. Thank you, Mommy, for teaching us that to be a Jew means to be first and foremost a good human being. We will carry your legacy for as long as we live. It is an honor to be your daughter. I love you and I miss you so much, Mommy.
Dear Mommy, you worked hard being a devoted wife, mother, and nonna, and you always put our family first. You were also an amazing real estate agent, superb Italian teacher and translator. You volunteered your time for the community, did so much chesed, visited the sick, and welcomed everyone, all of our friends, into your home. You still managed to make time for your family, your home, making sure it's clean and super organized, and always had food on the table. You were so independent, caring, ambitious. You were really one of the most passionate people that we knew. You always kept on going. You also, like Karen said, had the most wonderful sense of humor, and everyone around you always had a laugh and smile on their face. Everyone always felt good around you. There was so much empathy in your heart. You did not judge anyone. You were a listening ear for so many people. Everyone trusted you and you never shared anything with others. Thank you for teaching us all to be non-judgmental and compassionate and treating everyone with respect regardless of what their background is. When you and Daddy got married, you came here from Milan and picked up everything on your own without your family being here. You created such a beautiful life. You made so many friends. You worked hard and you gave love to everyone around you. You did this all on your own. You were always so graceful. Thank you for teaching us all the most valuable lessons of kindness, appreciating what we have, to be sincere and compassionate. All these valuable lessons that we learned from you, we will keep with us for the rest of our lives and teach to our future generations.
Dear Mommy, oh, how you enjoyed life. You raised us to know what really matters and what really doesn't. You knew how to see it for what it is. Not enjoying in the sense that you had to go to a 5-star hotel and do all the things that everyone else was doing. You were enjoying the simple things always. You taught my sisters and I that it's the small things in life that count and could make your day. For you, happiness was sitting outside with a cup of coffee on our bench and being with us. For you, enjoying life was the rainy nights. You would look at me and Michelle and say, "Isn't this so nice? We're so cozy," while we were huddled in blankets and watching Emily in Paris. For you, enjoying life was spending any amount of time with a friend or family member, which clearly, based on the room tonight and this week, left a lasting impact. For you, enjoying life was taking your grandkids to the sprinklers. Mommy, I will never forget our countless trips to Italy. And for all of us, it wasn't about the pictures or about the shopping at the luxury malls or getting the latest designer item for a percentage lower. All you wanted was a cup of cappuccino in your hometown, and you were the happiest woman in the country. You even wanted to show us your school, even if we've seen it every single time. You wanted to show us how we could walk the streets for the entire day and not get tired. The hardest part of this journey for us was seeing that you were unable to do those favorite simple pleasures in life. It was never about the extravagant or the over the top for my mom. Even though towards the end you couldn't enjoy life like how you used to, you never let us stop enjoying ours. With you, it was always about sharing what makes you happy with the people who made you happy. And that's what you taught us, Mom. Mommy, you love to laugh and you love to share stories. And it's crazy how you could have told us the same stories over and over again and we would still have the biggest smile on our faces listening. You loved to sit in the living room with us and listen to our stories, even if you didn't know any of the context or the characters. You chuckled any chance you could. You were always the one to say how animated we all were and encouraged it every single day. And Mommy, you left the best example of what it means to be a good future wife and mother. The way we saw you and Daddy together every single day was so admirable. You defined what it meant to be a good team, a solid team. You did everything together. You shopped, you cooked, you cleaned, and you did all your errands side by side. Even things as mundane as writing a to-do list, you did together. You really looked out for each other, and you took care of Daddy, and he took care of you. We saw your true love for each other, not only in your gestures, but your words. And it was truly remarkable and real. You were there for each and every one of us sisters, and you knew all our different personalities so well, and you gave us each so much of your love, knowledge, and individual attention. You tailored your parenting style to each one of us, and you knew exactly what to say and when to say it, and how to make the situation lighter. You were the best girl mom ever. Mommy, our social butterfly, you thought us sisters were social. Our mom was the queen bee. More than being social, you taught us to connect with other people. You were super extroverted and it was contagious. You made friends in the most random and unique places, and you made real friends. Your genuine nature and your kindness shined, and people from anywhere gravitated towards it. It didn't matter who they were, what their social status was, ethnicity, religious level, rich, poor, young, old, and even you saw the best in everyone. Every social event we went to was so much more enjoyable when you were there with us, and now you are always with us there. Dear Mom, you spoke Italian, Hebrew, Farsi, English, French, and Spanish, and I only speak English. You're a metropolitan woman with friends from all over the world. You loved musicals and Broadway shows, a lover of timeless music. Even during your darkest moments, you still managed to dance to Mamma Mia in the hospital when no one was watching. One of your favorite songs was Que Sera Sera. Whatever will be, will be. You emphasized that line on the drive to the hospital, and I didn't know why. I think now I understand. Life has its ups and downs, and what will be, will be. You weren't upset or afraid. You were prepared. You had a real emunah. Over the last 7 months, in what seemed like the darkest moments, her soul shined bright. She never missed a beat. She watched her classic movies, caught up with her loved ones, and took opportunity to teach me valuable lessons. If I had to choose one lesson of the hundreds to carry with me, time for the rest of my life, it's this. This is my mom's favorite line to say to us. Life is unpredictable. Anything can happen in any moment, and the way to live life is to be appreciative of what's in front of you. And live in the moments, even if you think it's not for the best. Don't think about chasing happiness. You already have it inside of you.
We want to extend our gratitude to many people who have helped us throughout this year. First and foremost, we want to thank the Mishari Bikor Cholim that was with us from day one and every single step of the way. Thank you to Neda Benham for coming to almost every single doctor's visit, MRI, CAT scan, difficult appointment, and test result. Thank you for all the emotional support in our darkest days when we had no one else to turn to. Brian and Kemian, thank you for connecting us with the top doctors and being the liaison between us and the medical team. And thank you for being the leader of Team Raya. What would we have done without Fountain of Kindness? After a long day at the hospital with no food to eat, Fountain of Kindness was there to the rescue. Thank you for all the meals when we had no time to think about cooking or preparing anything. Thank you for putting a smile on our face after a very long and hard day.
Thank you to our family, Soila Herzl, Mikey, Danny, and Nikki Kahnpour, for helping to guide us through all the medical advice, the rides to the hospitals and the appointments, and for all the love and emotional support. To my sister Karen and I, to our Choshevans, Judith and Yossi Koren, and Vida and Salim Nematnejad, and all their families. And Robert for all the long drives coming with us. And the the comic relief that you gave us during this time. All of our aunts, our uncles, and our cousins from all over the world, and my mother's family also overseas, for all the attention you gave us as well. All of our family. You were with us throughout this whole time.
To my amazing brother-in-laws, Benji Corin and Michelle Matnajad, thank you for being with us through this time and every time. You both were advocating for my mom till the end, and we will never forget that. You showed us the true essence of what it means to be an older brother, and my mom adored you both so much, and you took on a huge leadership role in our family, and you are both the most amazing son-in-laws. We love you both.
Thank you to Rabbi Giton, Rabbi Moti Kanian, Dr. Robert Romani, and Dr. Ariel Nassian.
To all the friends who have helped us with the food this past week, the Tehillim chants, over 400 rounds, serving us, helping us in organizing our home throughout this week, and providing us also with the emotional support. And to all of my mom's friends, and all of my dad's friends, and all of our friends, you all know who you are. You have done so much for us. We cannot list all of your names because the list will go on and on and on. As you've seen that my mother is so loved by all, and she has so many good friends and so many best friends. But we appreciate you all so much, and your efforts and support have not gone unrecognized throughout this time. And most importantly,
We want to thank our dear daddy. He sat by mom's side every single moment, every step of the way, not just this past year, but from the very beginning.
you nurtured her, took care of her, and you sat by her side every minute. Mommy was always so grateful for everything you did. You really were exceptional.
Daddy, you embodied what in sickness and in health means. You are mom's rock and you are our rock.
There is no one like you. We love you, Daddy.
We'd love to always cherish our memories of our dearest mommy, Raya, Rachel, Bat Yosef. Please email your photos, videos, stories, or any memories of our dear mom to memoriesofraya@gmail.com. Thank you all for coming, and we want to extend our condolences to the Smiley and the Zarnigian families. We're so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. אנחנו קוראים לזה הורינו רבנו נשים, נורי נשים בסלייה.